Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of Mind Over Matter. In today's episode, we're going to discuss why New Year's resolutions fail most of the time and what we can do in order to make sure that doesn't happen to you. The easiest way to do this is to think of a car analogy. And instead of the car having a gas tank, you have something called a dopamine tank. Now, how does the dopamine tank work? Dopamine, what goes into the tank, is the chemical our body uses in order to motivate us or push us to do certain things, right? It gets the ball rolling, it gets us moving, okay? But how do we make sure we don't run out of that dopamine? And how do we make sure that we keep refueling that car, right, with dopamine? Let's go back to the very simple times of kindergarten, okay? There are some children who listen to their teachers, they follow his or her directions, and they don't give her a hard time. So, what the teacher does for them to repeat that behavior is she rewards them. She positively reinforces that child, right? An example would be giving that child a candy bar or a gold star or whatever. On the other hand, there are some children who are on terrible behavior. They cause disruptions. They're putting gum under tables. So back in my time, at least when I was in kindergarten, the teacher had card flips. So if you flipped your card, oh no, you're very bad. And that's a way of punishing the student or punishing that child, right? So how can we relate this to our lives, right? There are two different types of individuals. You can either be dopamine driven or habit driven. And I'm going to explain what each of those means. Being dopamine driven is when you tie the reward to the outcome. Okay? So let's say I'm going to the gym, right? I'm tying the reward to actually seeing physical changes on my body. So let's say I want to lose weight. I won't feel that gratification until I lose 10 pounds, until I see 10 pounds of body weight dissipating off of me, okay? That is being dopamine driven. The problem with being dopamine driven is you burn that dopamine tank very quickly. It leads to burnout and you can only sustain your energy for a couple weeks. And that's the case for most people. Most people who set New Year's resolutions, they're tying that reward to the actual outcome, which is why you see people in the second week or third week of January, they're like, oh, well, I always set my goal, but I never achieve it because of this and this and this. And a lot of the times people won't take accountability that it was them. They'll blame it on external factors. They'll say that, oh, I was just busy with work or whatnot, and that's not the right way to go about it. The way to go about it is being habit driven. What does it mean to be habit driven? Being habit driven is when you tie that reward to the actual process, right? You tie the reward to the process. What does that mean? It means, let's go back to the gym example. Going back to the gym, right? If I want to go to the gym for the whole year, okay? First, we want to break it down. We want to say, let me go to the gym for the first week, okay? The first week, I'm going to go to the gym. Already, that sounds like uh, a smaller goal for your brain to digest, right? You don't want to overwhelm yourself. When you set a goal, set small, attainable goals. So if I do go to the gym for that 1 week, I'm going to celebrate that small win. I'm going to reinforce myself. I'm going to be my own positive reinforcer. Just like a kindergarten teacher would give her students a chocolate bar or a gold star when they do something that they're supposed to be doing, I'm going to reward myself by giving myself a cheat meal, let's say. I'm just giving out of very arbitrary example here. But the point is, I'm tying the gratification to the actual process, not the outcome itself. And what that does is it basically keeps refueling my dopamine tank. It doesn't let me burn out. It gives me like a steady pace, okay? And if you want to succeed this year, just make sure that you are very passionate about the goals you set and that you you are constantly reinforcing that good behavior that you have. Now, what is what are the key takeaways from what I'm trying to say? The key takeaway, the main key takeaway I can give you from this video is you're tying the reward to the process and you're celebrating your small wins. You're reinforcing every single step that got you closer to your goal. And give yourself some grace because not every day is going to be the best day, right? That brings me to my second point. My second point is that attaining goals is not linear whatsoever, right? You could say that you want to go to the gym for the first week and something happens to your car. You get in a car accident and you have no car, there's no way of going to the gym. And that obviously hinders your ability to go to the gym, so you're less able to work out, unless you have a gym at your house. That's a different story. But life is not linear. Attaining goals is not linear. So when you set a goal, just know you will get opposition. There will be ups, there will be downs, and that's just part of the process. So don't be too hard on yourself in a way that discourages yourself from even continuing that goal, okay? And the last and final thing that I would like to say is choose your goal around a certain passion. Because if you are passionate about your goal, you're going to exert less energy. You're going to like spend less energy actually achieving the goal than, than if you had no passion. If you had no passion, you're going to burn out very quickly because, you don't like what you're doing, simply put, you know? So the three things is tie the reward to the process, choose your goal based on passion, and attaining goals is not linear. So give yourself grace. I wish everybody a very, very happy new year. I hope that you guys all achieve your goals, and I will see you next year. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much.